Yes, I'm chewing, okay?
Yes. Hi, welcome to Disney and Stuff. I'm your host, James. This is my wife, Rebecca. And let's talk.
Okay. Start with what we left off about the 13th. He has the worst luck on Star Tours trying to be picked as a rebel spy. It was so dead when we went on the 13th that they put us on by ourselves and he still couldn't get picked. They threw up a random picture.
Yeah. You've been picked as a rebel spy.
Oh, yes, I have been the rebel spy.
In a
Crowded one.
Full cabin.
Yeah. But we had a cabin to ourselves and you still couldn't get picked.
No.
That's just not right.
That's heartbreak. Right there. They threw up a random picture. Nobody else in the cabin with us. It's just the two of us. We're in the front row. And I still couldn't get picked as a rebel spy. That makes me wonder if I should have wore my name tag that says my name in Oberish.
You tried that, and that's how I ended up getting picked, was sitting next to you.
Yeah.
The one time you wore it.
With my name spelled in Oberish, and the bottom of it is Jedi Master. Yeah, sure. Had I worn that, she probably would have been chosen as a rebel spy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nah.
But yes, having a full cabin to ourselves, which is fun.
Yeah, it reminds us of 1994. Because we had the cabin all to ourselves back then. Several times. Because we went on it several times during our 3-day honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, okay. Props to Fresh Baked. You knew David was at the parks today. And he went live from the parks. And I bet you even he was talking about how dead it was. Believe it or not, if you have a ticket and decided you wanted to go today, you can still make a reservation.
And that includes park hoppers can still make a reservation for today.
Yep, and start in either park.
For the last 3.5 hours it's open.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no. Disney's only open for 3.5 hours, and what is it, 2.5 for DCA?
It is 6:30. Disneyland is open for another 3.5 hours because they close at 11.
That's what I said.
No, you said 2.5 hours.
I said 2.5 for DCA.
Oh, well, yeah, 2.5 for DCA.
Because they close at 10.
Yeah.
I should spend 2.5 in DCA and 1 in Disneyland. Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Yes, but the reservation system has been like that. I do expect a uptick in
attendance
after the passes come out next Wednesday, but I don't expect it to last more than a month. I think after a month it's going to go back to the way it is now. If you want to go that day, you go that day.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it's going to be for a while. Because there are still people that don't want to go out until the whole world is vaccinated. And there are other people who don't want to go out while they still have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
And so you got your two sides of the coin. And no matter which one of us wins out, the other ones aren't going to go.
Yep. Back when it was free and easy and Disney had 1 million plus pass holders, the park was pretty full.
Yeah,
every
but
single day.
Even at that, we could still run down in the afternoon and go if we wanted.
Yeah.
We did it plenty of times. Cut out after church. Come home, grab some lunch on the way home, come home, throw everything in the car and go.
Yep.
And stay till closing. Oh, And I think we're going to be back at that point. We will be able to do so if we want.
Yeah, but you got to give it about a month. Give a month for the annual pass holders to...
Maybe a full month. Maybe.
Get their passes and make their reservations. And, here's the thing, and I agree with David. if the park doesn't fill up to what they consider capacity, if they don't run out of reservations, how long until Disney's no longer requiring reservations?
Exactly. Would you like a prediction on that?
Yes, I would.
I figure somewhere between my birthday and yours. So somewhere between December 1st and January 16th. That's it. You won't have to have a reservation. Because what's the point if they aren't filling them up?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that doesn't mean that they'll go straight back to full capacity, but they may just cap the limit at the gate. I'm sorry, this park is full right now. Go to the other one.
Yeah.
But no, I do not think it will last past your birthday at the latest.
We've seen that happen before. May 22nd, 2015. 24-hour day.
Yes, but that was max capacity.
Yeah.
That was sardine can level. Like the New Year's Eve we went, okay?
Yes.
Oh, too many people. Too many people.
The Disneyland Park reached capacity at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
We were in the park at 4:25 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And still couldn't get on Main Street.
And still couldn't get on Main Street. No, we couldn't get on Main Street. We were stuck by the
Emporium. But no, I do not think Disney will ever reach capacity again.
You don't think so?
No.
It's a sad state of affairs.
I know.
The
virus that killed tourism.
Yeah. Man-made.
Don't start that debate with your conspiracy theory about it being man-made. It's been around forever. Okay.
Yes, COVID has been around forever. Lysol kills COVID. It's been on the can forever.
It was on the can before you were born. Okay.
Yes.
Which means at least 50 years, folks. Okay. You cannot tell me it is something new. Find a can from the year you were born. It's on there.
Yes, I know.
So, would you like to take a guess as to how many hours you're going to spend on the computer on Wednesday?
Okay. Passes go live at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what time the queue is going to open up. I will be online. I will probably, because I take pills to sleep, because otherwise I don't sleep. I suffer from
Seriously, I needed to die that today.
a mental condition that also includes insomnia.
Do you see what color this is?
You see what color this is?
They look about the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that is terrible. I'm not old enough for that yet. We're going to hide it. With my ponytail holder, we're going to hide it. Clairol and ponytail holders, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't 50 yet. I don't got to be all white yet.
Well, I am 50.
Yes. And if you let it go out, it's all white.
Yeah. All except for certain parts of it.
I don't know. We've never let it get long enough to find out. Oh.
But if I take my pills at a standard time and take it with something that it reacts well with, because I'm supposed to take my pill with food, and it reacts really well with certain foods and doesn't react well at all with other foods.
How did we go from what we were talking about to your pill again?
So I will be online the 25th at 6 o'clock in the morning doing my Facebook things, which takes me about a half an hour. And I will switch back and forth between that and Disney. And as soon as Disney goes live for that, or I can jump in the queue, that's when my day starts. I figure I will be in the queue for about 7 hours.
And I don't think you will. I think you could probably knock it out in an hour and a half because of the amount of people we have heard saying they're going to rush down there and do it at the ticket booth, which they can't do before 10 a.m. either.
No.
But they
can't-
want to do it so they can go in that day, which is fine. It's not like they're going to be blocked out on reservation. Yeah, that's the point we've reached, folks. Okay. We've got to learn to turn a fan on us. Voicemail. Hot. It is too hot sitting over here in the little corner. You've got to learn to turn that fan on before we start. You were supposed to turn it on when you came through.
Sorry.
Thank you.
No, you figure I'll be on there for an hour and a half? You
Two
figure
at the most.
You figure we'll have our passes by noon?
Yes. Which one of our friends was teasing us about? You know you're going to get that by noon and leave, right? No, I am not. No, I'm not. I got to buy the tags, and so I'm going to go. What did we decide? The first,
September 3rd.
yes, the first official day of the Halloween season.
Yeah. When the Haunted Mansion opens back up.
I mean, they have most of the decorations up already. The gates are both decorated. The two main drags are decorated. I'm pretty sure they put the Headless Horseman in already. I don't know about the Headless Horseman because I haven't seen the pictures yet. But
Yeah.
oh no, the flagpoles going down Main Street were done up yesterday.
Okay.
The gates are done. The Oogie Boogie's back up. The giant character pumpkin heads are back up. I don't know about the giant pumpkin, and I don't know about the Headless Horseman yet.
Yeah.
But
The giant pumpkin was seen on a rig heading to Disneyland down Ball Road about 4 days ago.
Okay.
Or 3 days ago.
just the giant pumpkin itself, though.
No, the giant pumpkin followed by
All of the character heads.
by all the character heads.
Well, all the character heads are already installed.
It's Halloween at Disneyland, people.
We just don't have the fireworks show yet,
Halloween Screams Fireworks Show.
which we will be seeing the first day they debut it. Catch
Oh.
that.
Only at Disneyland,
Exactly.
not DCA.
I will be taking my headphones so that we can actually watch it.
And the projections,
Yes,
which I may record and upload.
you can try. We'll see if this phone does any better than the last one did when it came to things like that.
Yeah. Newer phone, it might.
Yeah, I know. It's just the phone is set up to take
Photos.
and not moving pictures, which is what the projections are.
It was set up to take video.
Video, yes, but because of the way the projections work,
Yeah.
it's kind of like capturing a firework. Hit and miss with the phone, people. Hit and miss.
Yeah, well, we shall see.
You take that and the camcorder, and you can do your phone, I'll do the camcorder, and we'll see which one turns out better. I think the camcorder might pick it up better. Just my opinion.
You know, all them years ago when that camcorder was new, it was state of the art.
I know that.
30 gigabyte hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I have it set up, I can take 9,999 photos.
Oh, one for every ghost in the Haunted Mansion.
10 for every ghost in the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, okay.
9,999.
Oh, okay.
You know, yes, I will charge my camcorder before we go. The night before we go. You know, and that way it's fully charged because it's got a 90-minute battery. So yeah, I can get an hour and a half. That's the reason why, you know, it's that camcorder that's allowed me to take ride videos. That's not done with my phone. That is done with a camcorder back when it was state of the art.
Yes, and when you tried it with a phone like the one I've got, remember how broke up it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. The phones were not designed to do that kind of video. That's just the way they are. They want you to get the fancy cameras.
Yeah. Which is fine by me.
Mhm.
I have a camcorder that works just fine, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so we will park ourselves on Main Street and watch it, just because we can, and we will be able to at that point.
Yeah.
Yay, passes! Oh, excuse me, keys! Oh,
Yes.
yay, keys!
But yes, we are getting the Dream Key.
Yes.
And Disney still hasn't answered my question about when the first payment comes out.
We will find that out.
Yep.
We will know by next Saturday whether it came out the day after we bought it, or if it came out, or if it'll come out the first time we use it. Because if they haven't taken it out by that Saturday, we'll know the payment doesn't come out until we use it.
Yeah.
We will know by next Saturday what the deal is on that.
Yep.
We will find out. Okay, I'm having a hot flash. Woo! Sorry. Menopause.
Blame your body for being perimenopausal.
Perry, nothing.
You still have a period.
Barely. Woo!
This last time it ran 5 days.
Maybe it would have been twins. I don't know. What do you want from me? I could have double period. What do you want?
No, I can't do that no more.
No. Neither of us can do that anymore. You're fixed, and I ain't got the hormone levels.
Yep. Got that taken care of back in 1996.
Oh, I think 4 is enough kids for you, so.
Yeah,
And 2 is plenty for me.
I have 3 daughters and 1 son.
Mm-hmm. Woo. Woo.
So, the parks are dead at this time.
Yes.
I don't dare look at the wait times for fear of missing out.
Yeah, you got FOMO. Go ahead, keep talking.
I mean, really, Space Mountain's my ride. Big Thunder Mountain's her ride. And yesterday, when it said check the Disneyland app, I checked the Disneyland app, and Space Mountain was sitting at 15 minutes. Big Thunder Mountain was sitting at 5. There wasn't a ride over 20 minutes.
Well, Roger Rabbit's at 50, Space Mountain's at 55.
You mean tell me the park still has reservations available, but they're busy today?
No, most of them are 30 and below at that point. I mean, Star Tours is 10. The Rockets are 15. Train's at 30.
Train's always at 30.
I know. Cars Land's only at 45. Which would be the longest wait in the whole entire DCA. Is 45 minutes. And that is for the Radiator Springs Racers.
Mm-hmm.
See, yes, when most of the rides are 15 minutes.
You know the park is dead.
Yeah. I know where they're all at this point. They're either in Toontown or Tomorrowland. That's, woo.
Yeah.
But no.
And considering that it's Saturday, Toontown closes at 8.
We will have to try to figure out how the Pluto's Pumpkin Patch works.
The Pluto's Pumpkin Patch?
Yes, it's one of the new things to do this holiday season.
Okay. Where'd you read about that at?
Halloween time at Disneyland. When they put all that stuff out a month ago about the Halloween season,
Yeah.
it was in the list.
Okay.
Pluto's Pumpkin Patch. Basically, you're hunting for pumpkins. But it's only certain ones. I think only the ones with Pluto on them.
How many pumpkins with Pluto on them can there be?
If they did it like they do the Easter egg hunt, you're probably talking 15.
Yeah.
So probably something like that. You know, something fun to do. You know, hey, I'll try it out.
We'll see what it's about.
Yes, just because we like to do weird things like that, little side adventures to see what we can have fun with.
Something new at Disney.
Yep. Should I go on and give you a pity like? That's just terrible.
Well, we have no viewers.
I know that.
We have more viewers on Tuesdays.
Yes, but I'm not switching to Tuesdays. We promised to stay at this for 6 months on this time slot. Maybe we will switch it to Tuesdays after that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. And what did we do after Star Tours? We did Space Mountain, which
Yes.
was, what, a walk-on?
Yeah. Well, no, because we had gotten our return time for that. So, what did they? We got our return time for that, and they told us to come back in 20 minutes. We went over, walked on to Star Tours, rode it, and went back over right at our time.
And walked on to Space Mountain.
Yeah. And so, you know,
And we had our spot for the fireworks
yes,
while you were enjoying coffee, cocoa.
well, I wanted to get it before they closed the stinking carts.
Yeah. And I was enjoying a soda,
Yes.
a regular soda.
So we were sitting down, enjoying our drinks and watching the fireworks.
Yeah.
But I would like to find a spot where we could actually do that quietly and actually still hear the music. Because you couldn't hear the music where we were.
No. Not real well.
I mean, I could tell when the music quit and when it started, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So,
No, but we will be on Main Street for the Halloween screens.
yes. We always try to do the first showing of something.
On Main Street, especially when there's projections.
Yes. Try to
Yeah.
get the best view of that, you know, just to see what it's like.
Well, it's not.
But after we've sat through one, you know, for the most part, we tend to skip it and hit rides if it's crowded.
Yeah. Because most of the crowd's on Main Street.
Yes. However, if it's not crowded and we've been doing walk-ons on most rides, we don't mind stopping for the fireworks.
Yep.
Even if it's one we've seen 15 times.
Yeah, Halloween screens has been stayed at Disneyland when they started the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yes.
You
So is
know?
this the same one we got the year we went for the Mickey's Halloween party?
Yeah, that's Halloween screens fireworks.
Okay, then we've seen it then, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
We have seen it.
Okay. Doesn't mean we won't try to capture it for all of you.
Yeah.
But, yes, we have seen it then.
Yep. We have seen it. Because that is the same fireworks show that they ran during the Mickey's Halloween party that we attended.
Okay.
That we sat on Main Street when they started and watched them from a distance.
And got all of the fancy photos from the Halloween party and
Yep. The magic shot was 0.
that was only available for APs.
You had to be an annual pass holder in order to get it.
Mm-hmm.
It was an AP exclusive, which I'm sure.
But, oh no, we will have special photo opportunities with the keys as well.
Well, yeah. You know, and with the Oogie Boogie Bash not starting until September and them announcing the keys in August.
You know they are putting a special one in there.
Well, yeah, for the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah.
Are you a magic key holder? I mean, because they had for the Oogie Boogie Bash, there was an annual pass holder corner.
Mhm.
with its own treat trail. You had to be an annual pass holder to go down that treat trail with special photo opportunities.
Yes.
But it was for annual pass holders only. So we haven't done an Oogie Boogie Bash. No. Haven't had the money to do it.
No. Those tickets are expensive.
Well, yeah. And it's all sold out now.
Okay.
Finally, today.
Oh, they sold the last ticket today, finally. Okay.
They finally sold out. Took them long enough. I mean, last time.
Those things snatched up quick last time.
When it was Mickey's Halloween party over at Disneyland, they had announced tickets. We got the last two for Friday the 13th in October. And I mean the last two for that day. The last two.
Didn't know it was going to be the last time they'd hold one at Disneyland either, though.
No, had no clue about that.
We tend to do special events without realizing it's going to be the last one. Hey, we've got some extra money. Let's try that. Okay, guess what? We're not doing it anymore after this year. The Mickey's Halloween party, the 24-hour day.
Yeah, I talked to my wife back in 2015 when they announced the 24-hour day. And if you had an annual pass, you were able to go. So I talked to my wife and we saved up the money to go for 24 hours. And this is, I want to be in the park for 24 hours. Can you stay awake?
Yeah.
Because,
With enough caffeine.
Because for me, that wasn't a problem.
Enough caffeine and roller coasters, people. I am good. Okay.
And, so we arrived at the park at 4:00 in the morning. I should say we arrived at the parking structure at 4:00 in the morning. We arrived inside Disneyland at 4:25. At 5:55 in the morning, they shot off fireworks from the buildings there on Main Street and announced that the park was officially open. We went and had breakfast.
In Tomorrowland?
In Tomorrowland, at the Tomorrowland Terrace.
Yes. Because it was the only place you didn't have to have a reservation for.
Yeah, which is now called the Galactic Grill.
Yes, because soggy pancakes and mushy fruit sounded really good, right?
Yeah. Hey, it was food.
I know.
It was edible.
Ish. Tasted like they threw the whole tray in the microwave. I don't know.
I
haven't eaten there since. Not willing to try it again.
So we ate and went about our day.
Mm-hmm.
At midnight, people were sleeping all over the place.
Stepping over them on the ground.
I wasn't stepping over them on the ground. I was trying not to run over them on the ground.
It's ridiculous. Why didn't you just go home at that point, people?
Yeah, you don't sleep at Disneyland, man.
Or at least have the decency to go into Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and pass out there in one of the seats, okay?
Yeah, no
doubt.
doubt.
There are places to do that. Not in the middle of the street, okay?
Yeah, the train.
Or the bathroom. Those are not places you should be doing it. Do it on the train. Do it in the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah.
But or go home.
Yeah, or go home. They did it United States wide. Okay. Florida and California, their Disney parks went for 24 hours starting May 22nd.
I don't know how that one couple did it that started out at the Florida one, flew over here and finished out ours. That means they started 3 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
And they didn't kick us out until 6:30 in the morning, okay?
6 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, Saturday, May 23rd, they announced that Disney had concluded its operating schedule for the day. It had been open for 24 hours and 5 minutes. We had been in the park since 4:25 in the morning. We were over by Splash Mountain when the announcement came.
It was 7:30 by the time we got out of the park into the tram. And about 10 by the time we got home. So yes, I can do more than 24 hours. I'm perfectly capable of it.
Yeah, I brought $190 for sodas and coffee.
You still came home with some of it.
I came home with $15.
I think that's what I had left after all of our food. We were
Yeah,
still eating churros and popcorn and things like that back then. So.
yeah. Honey, I'm a little hungry. Want something to snack on?
Okay, well, find something that's open and we'll get you something.
You want to split a churro?
Yeah. We are going to try to split a churro, though, if they bring back the sour apple one. I want to try it.
Yeah.
Just to do it. And
All right. Just to do it, huh?
yeah, just to do it. Why not?
Caramel apple dip.
We'll get the caramel dip, yes. I'll pay the extra. I think it's 75 cents now for the extra dip, but yes.
Yeah.
So we can dip it.
Don't mind her. She slept wrong and hurt her arm.
It's all swollen. It's been that way all day.
Have you taken anything for it?
What do you take for a pinched nerve?
Ibuprofen for the swelling.
The swelling, maybe, but it won't do anything for the pain. I pinched the nerve in my shoulder. I can feel it right here. And that is making it worse. Thank you. I pinched a nerve there, and that's why the pain's shooting down my upper arm. And the constant pain is what's making it swell.
But you won't take anything for it.
Because anything I take isn't going to do anything for the pain, so what's the point? Make no sense to me. I'm not taking a pain pill if it's not going to make the pain quit. Yes, let's throw something in there that can potentially cause further damage to my stomach.
How you damaged your stomach in the first place is popping 800 milligram ibuprofen like it was candy.
Yeah, well, I have trained myself not to do that.
Yeah, that took some time and some patience
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of self-determination.
Yeah.
You know, I take ibuprofen 800 milligrams for pain. I have 2 degenerating discs in my lower back. At least that's according to the doctor, and that's the reason why my back hurts. You know, that and the fact that lumbosacral strain doesn't really go away. Stupid me tried to impress her when I was
When we were young.
yeah.
And he injured his back.
I injured my back, couldn't walk, could barely walk, and got that straightened out thanks to the chiropractor. You know, but no, that's damage. But no, I have 2 degenerating discs in my lower back, so I take ibuprofen for pain and swelling. And when I'm at Disney, sometimes I will pop 2 at a time. Now, mind you, it says take up to 3, but there are days where I take up to 4. I will pop 2 at lunch and pop 2 more at dinner. It all depends on the amount of pain that I'm in. And because my body is not used to Disneyland's food, I've been gaining weight.
We'll get you back used to it.
Yeah, once we get the passes and start going regularly again,
Yes.
I will get back used to eating that kind of food with those kind of calories and start losing weight depending on how many times a month we go. Because my body will be used to it once again, and it's like, here you go. You can start losing weight. Because I'm walking some 12 to 15 miles a day while we're there.
Yeah, we might have to only do 1.5 trips next month. But I'll have to see what I have.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'd like to get the tags next month.
Just though we were doing the tags next month. That's why it may only be 1.5 instead of 2. Oof.
Yeah, you may only be able to afford dinner.
Yeah.
And that's an Earl of sandwich.
Oh, yeah, because there's really, yeah, that's really a problem. There's nothing that we've tried that we didn't like.
True. And they have reasonable prices there down at Disney. Their old sandwich.
Yes.
So give them props. They're awesome.
Yeah.
We had dinner there on the 13th.
You had a sandwich. I had a salad. It was lovely. I tried almost all of their sandwiches except for the one with avocado because I don't care for the avocado. I only like avocado in guacamole. Okay. I don't want it in a salad. I do not want it on a sandwich.
No, neither do I. I
know it's good for you. I will eat it plain with salt, but that's different. Just by itself, I mean, with salt.
Yes, you will eat avocado by itself with salt.
Yes, and I will eat guacamole.
But I will not eat avocado or guacamole.
He don't care for it at all. But I mean, I have tried almost all of the sandwiches. I had a salad the other day. I'm probably going to try a couple more salads from there.
Yeah.
Depends on what I'm in the mood for.
It all depends. We can get away with dinner for what, $25?
Yeah. I mean, but you've got to figure $25 for dinner. We need drinks at least twice at that point, so you're talking another 20 there. You're talking, plus gas for the car. There's another 20.
Yeah.
So that's 65 right there.
Yeah.
And then people wonder why I didn't want to pay to park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adds up, people.
That's what the Dream Key's about. Don't have to pay to park.
I don't have to pay to park. I don't got to pay to get in.
Nope.
Doesn't mean most of my money's still not going to go to them. That's just, it just won't go on a ticket. It'll go either in my stomach or something to wear,
Well, that all depends if I have money, because I do spoil you with things to wear.
Yes.
Like the shirt you have on now.
Yes.
Minding my own business. That is a Big Thunder Mountain shirt.
Let's see. I don't know if you can see the pattern of Big Thunder there in the middle, but you can see the railroad tracks. The little castle down here at the bottom. Is it a castle or a mountain? Down here at the bottom. That's a castle, right? What is that?
No, that's
the initials for the ride. That's the Big Thunder Mountain. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on, folks.
The BMT symbol. Big Thunder Mountain. Gotta love it. No, we in there, and it's like. But this was the trip that we decided we could both have shirts. We took money for shirts. Yeah. I took money for shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And she had seen that one the trip before.
No, I hadn't.
The month before, yeah.
No, because we had gone and looked at 3 or 4 different places before I found one that I wanted.
I thought you spotted that one the trip before.
No. The one you got was the one we'd spotted the trip before.
Yeah, and I was hoping they still had them.
And they did.
Yum.
No, mine was the one we went searching for. And so.
No, not Pepsi Max tonight. Diet Shasta. You drink what you can afford.
Yes.
And since Pepsi wasn't on sale and Shasta's regularly $2.99 a 12-pack, that's what we went with. Shasta's been around. Of course, Shasta, Pepsi, and Coke have been around forever.
Yeah.
And what are you eating tonight, dear?
Mango slices, candied mango slices. Just like those dried fruits is a whole lot better for you than a candy bar.
Yeah.
What? It's sweet. It's chewy. I also do fruit roll-ups and weird things like that.
Still need to clean out the car before our next trip.
Yes, you do.
Your door is getting full.
I know. You're going to have to clean it out sooner than that. I have to clean it up before we go grocery shopping again.
We're not going grocery shopping.
I'm going to pay bills. You're going to have to clean it out before we pay bills.
Ah, there you go.
I forgot what I mean. So, please clean it out before the 1st. And if I give you a wet rag, will you wipe the bird too? Okay. We do not have a garage where we live. We just park in the dirt next to the house. And there's a tree and a bunch of birds because we live way out on the past the edge of town. So birds aiming at our car is not an unusual thing.
Yeah, but just one side of the car. The driver's side is completely clean.
Because they won't defecate where they eat. And that's the side we feed them on.
Yep. It's
So what?
it's gonna be an awesome thing.
Yeah.
You know. You figure it'll be a month
At the most. At the most.
before we're back to making reservations same day.
Mhm.
The rest of the YouTubers thought that they would not come out with this Magic Key program until the new year. That was their predictions,
Not mine. I told
Not-
you.
not hers.
Mm-mm.
Not mine either. I am in total agreement with her that Disney was going to need to come out with that by September
You used to have October.
at the latest.
And I told you September at the latest.
And they goofed us both and came out and bringing it out in August.
Mm-hmm. Close enough to September. You can't be right. Our friends do. They think that's freaky that I knew that. Just watching the ebb and flow of the crowds and knowing what the ebb and flow is for the time of year to begin with. Made it easier to go ahead and say, no, they're not going to make it till then. This is when it should.
Was it June or July that we were having dinner at Sizzler and I decided we needed to go the next day? It was July.
July.
It was July. It was July 18th.
Middle of the month. 6:30 at night. It goes, I'd really like to go tomorrow. With all the stress we're having and everything, I'd like to go tomorrow. I says, well, pull up the reservation calendar. He did, and he goes, yeah, there's availability. I says, well, give me your phone real quick, and I undid the reservation for the end of the month. Put the reservation in for the next day, and boom.
We went.
Sat there and changed them reservations.
Yeah. Canceled the reservations that we had and made new reservations for the next day.
It's as easy as 3 or 4 clicks. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
And it's not, and Disney realizes this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why the Magic Key program, as soon as it is,
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why the monthly payments.
Mm-hmm.
The monthly payments, because Disney wants to make sure.
Okay. What gets me is they're talking about doing away with the paper fast pass altogether.
Yeah.
I do not think they will be able to sell enough of the Genie Plus without allowing us to have a discounted rate to go attached to our Magic Key. I mean, that's what so many of the ones they had before the shutdown were, were those of us that had the
Max Pass.
Max Pass attached to our monthly payment. And I think it cost us,
It was 120 extra a year per person.
yes, but how much a month? I mean,
$12.
it's less than the cost of one. And we could use it up to 3 or 4 times a month at that point, however many times we went. We could use it every time we went.
All day, every day.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing of it. If they do not allow us to attach it to our passes and get a discounted rate, they are not going to sell the amount of those they think they are.
Yep. Simply because, and the reason why they did it is because apparently right now it's a hit in Disneyland Paris.
That's fine. It can be a hit in Paris. It will probably be a hit in Florida.
Yep.
However, out here, we're kind of spoiled. We don't want to pay for our fast passes. Me and him used it more for the photos than anything else.
Yep. Only every once in a while that we use the Max Pass as a fast pass.
Yeah.
And that's when we were out having a cigarette by the buses.
And wanted to ride something that was overly crowded.
Yep.
Like, we'd do the Haunted Mansion during the Halloween season. We would get one for Radiator Springs Racers while in line for California, soaring over California.
Yep.
Back when it was soaring over California. But nowadays, I mean, do you even really need a fast pass in a lightning lane if the crowds aren't that high?
They're expecting crowds, dear, with the passes coming out.
Yeah, news for them. That's not
the
going to
reason
work.
why they say the Genie and the Genie Magic Genie Plus are not coming out till fall.
And by fall, I am telling you, their crowds are going to drop back off. So they think they're rolling out a program that isn't going to be necessary. All right, you need to turn the light on. It's getting dark in here. Okay, there we go. There. You have to shine your eyes.
Yeah.
That's why it's over there. Oh, there. Now your shirt looks black instead of blue. But no, I figure by the fall the crowds will have dropped back down. So what's the, what would be the point of charging for fast passes and telling everyone that they have to pay for the Genie Plus if they want it?
Yeah, per day. $20 per day per
person.
Ticket.
Yes. And that's if you don't want to ride.
Radiator Springs Racers.
Mm-hmm. That one's going to cost you extra. Nope. That's not going to work. Your crowds will have dropped off by then.
Now, you actually think Disney's going to pay attention?
I think they're going to have no choice to. They can call it what they like, but if they want to be able to actually utilize that system and get enough people to buy into it, they're going to have to offer it at a discounted rate to us key holders.
Yeah. And attach it to the Magic Keys.
Mm-hmm. At like $6 a month each.
Well, they're wanting $20 a day per person.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get enough people to buy into it.
When we went, when it was Max Pass, it was $15 a day per person, but it was $12 a day. It was $12 a month to add it to the pass.
Yes. But we weren't having to pay $12 every time we went.
No. I mean, we took a friend and he added it to his ticket.
Yeah.
He had enough money to go and had enough money to add that to his ticket. And, he had the Max Pass with his ticket and everything else like that. So, hey.
Yes, we used it, but, for the most part, me and him were there often enough. We don't need the Fast Pass to begin with.
No.
And so,
just go wait in a regular. Well, you got a wheelchair, This is...
Yeah, but in DCA, that doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. The only thing we get a fast pass for is Radiator Springs Races. And now they want to charge you extra for that? Beyond the Genie Plus?
Yeah, no, I'm not paying for that either.
No.
Mm-mm. If I want to write it that badly, I'll head over first thing in the morning and write it.
We want to ride it that bad. We'll make that our starting park.
And make that our first ride, and you just head straight there, and that way you don't have to stand in a 3-hour line, even if they're at max capacity.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, I do not think by the time they roll it out, I don't think the crowds will still be high enough to warrant having it just be purchased separately.
You don't think so?
No, I do not.
So you think next year they're going to attach it?
Yes. I think by next year they'll have to.
Yeah, because
when you can't sell enough of them.
I
mean, I'm not forking out $40 every time we want to go just to jump the line. It's
no.
ridiculous.
I mean,
that's fancy dinner money. What do you? Oh, if you got 40 extra bucks, we're having fancy dinner.
From where?
I don't know, like Tortilla Joe's or the.
No, honey, that costs more than that. Remember, our last trip to Tortilla Joe's cost us $55. Cost me $55.
Yeah, but if we had $40 extra to throw at something, you add that to our usual
Dinner
$30
money.
dinner money, and yeah, that's
that's dinner at Tortilla Joe's
or Lamplight or somewhere like that. Shoot, I got that kind of money. I'm going to go eat over at the
Black Tap.
No, I don't want the Black Tap's burgers. They don't actually sound good. I mean, the variations of burgers sound good to me. I think I've reached the point where I don't want a burger to begin with. Where did I get the mint julep in downtown Disney? The Jazz Kitchen. Not the Jazz Kitchen. What is that?
You got that from the Jazz Kitchen Express.
Oh, that is the Jazz Kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, I got extra money to play with. Believe me, I'm going to eat somewhere fancy like the Jazz Kitchen, or have an actual sit down. Oh.
Have a sit down meal.
Yeah, a fancy sit down meal. And I would rather spend the money on something like that.
Yeah. Rather than buy the Genie Plus.
Yeah.
And
besides, I want an app that's going to try to tell me how my day should go and what rides I should ride. No, that'll work for me. I don't need you planning my schedule. Okay, I can do that myself.
No, the regular Disney Genie is going to be part of the Disneyland app.
Yes, and it is going to try to give you an agenda. It's going to keep offering you suggestions. Every time you go somewhere it doesn't think you should, it's going to keep offering you suggestions. Well, since you're over here, you should ride this instead of this. It's going to keep doing that to you. How long do you think it's going to take before Disney gets inundated with complaints about, hey, that's not how I wanted my day to go? Or your app ruined my day. How long do you think that's going to take before it gets to that point?
Oh, I give them 6 months.
I mean, that just sounds ridiculous to me. I don't need the app trying to tell me where it thinks I should go.
Well, here's the thing.
As many times as I pass through the back of Fantasyland, do you think I need it telling me, hey, while you're here, you should ride this, this, and this? Because the crowds are low on those. I mean, come on here, people. It is not, it's not rocket science.
We passed through Fantasyland heading on our way over to
Galaxy's Edge, Adventureland, Haunted Mansion. We'll go back the other way, going towards Toontown, Tomorrowland. We go back and forth through there 5 and 6 times a day. Do I really need it telling me 5 and 6 times a day, hey, this one has a low wait time. Go over here. How fast do you figure that's going to run the battery down? With it sending you alerts. Bink, 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 bink. No.
Disney might get a complaint from me if that happens.
If it eats my battery, they're getting a complaint from me right from the park. Excuse me. Do you know what your app did to my phone battery? And I don't think I'd be the only one.
You know, according to them, it's supposed to be rides that you love. It's supposed to.
Yes, it wants you to plan your whole day out ahead.
We never plan our day out ahead.
No.
The only thing we plan out ahead is where we're going to eat.
Yeah.
You know, we head to Space Mountain first thing in the morning in Disneyland. If it's down, we make other plans.
Yeah.
Right now, the ride is down. Okay, let's see what's open. Where do you want to head?
Mm-hmm.
Need a roller coaster to wake up.
Okay, go over to Big Thunder. Go over to this. Go over to that. I do not need the app trying to tell me, like the stinking location thing does on my phone. Hey, did you stop here? Did you look at this? Did you try that? The location thing on my phone drives me crazy enough driving through town. Okay? I do not need a Disney app that's going to do the same thing. I honestly don't.
No.
I may actually turn off my app before going into the park just to keep it from driving me crazy.
It's an idea.
Yeah. It depends on how bad it gets. It may get to that point.
Yeah. I think the last thing Disney wants from any of its YouTubers is to get complaints saying the app has run your battery down, you know, with all the bloody suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, while you're here, try this. No, I'm heading here. I don't care about that. I mean, what? The last time we went, we didn't hit Fantasyland at all.
No, we hit the cart.
Yeah.
We hit the cart.
We hit the cart. It sells coffee, cocoa, and sodas.
But there are times we do Fantasyland.
Yeah.
But just because I skipped it the previous 2 visits doesn't mean I want to skip it that time.
Yeah.
So what if it decides because we skipped it 2 visits in a row that we don't like Fantasyland at all?
A lot the app knows.
Yeah, that's the thing. The app can't actually predict for those of us that visit on a regular basis. It will not be able to keep up with that kind of data.
No. And it never will.
No. Because we don't do the same trip every time.
No.
Sometimes we're going for this ride just opened back up. Sometimes we're going for, okay, I want to get these kind of photos. Sometimes it's, hey, I just want a chill day. Can we Fantasyland slow rides and do one roller coaster at the beginning and one at the end?
Yeah.
And we have done that. You know, and what is the app going to do when your trips vary like that? And no, I don't want to plan my trip out ahead of time.
Neither do I. I like it to be spontaneous.
That's right. It takes all of the fun out of it if you have to plan it all out ahead of time.
Yeah, what you're going to hit, when you're going to hit it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Look. Making us blurry. Go over that way. Oh, there. Look.
There, you're not blurry, but I'm half invisible.
Sorry. I'm not pointed at the ceiling. I don't know what to tell you.
That's okay.
Okay.
Because I can still see the keyboard.
Oh! I'm trying to scooch you this way a little. There, you can see half of your face.
I can still see the keyboard, and that's all that counts. Because, you know, when I wake up early in the morning, I turn on the computer and turn on that light.
Yes. Which is why it's usually pointed down at the keyboard.
Yeah. So.
But no, I am not looking forward to the new generation app.
Trying to tell me you should hit this, you should hit that.
And, oh, this restaurant's getting crowded. If you want reservations, you better make them now. You better mobile order now. I don't mobile order. I refuse to contribute to a cashless society.
Exactly. If you don't take cash, you're not getting my business.
That's right. And if I can't walk up and order, too bad. That's your loss, not mine. I will find somewhere else to eat.
We visited DCA, and I actually got a survey from Disney, and I told them, because this area had mobile order only, you lost out on business.
Yep. They cannot be doing that. Some of us refuse to live that way.
Yep.
I have a certain amount of money, and that's what I can spend. I'm not going to put myself into bankruptcy
Or dead.
with a card that I can't keep track of how much is on it.
Yeah.
Not to mention, the mobile order won't let you apply discounts. So have fun with that. Okay, that looks like we're out of time. I'm sorry. Sorry for the rant.
It's okay. Thank you for joining us in this talk. It's been fun. I hope it's been informative. And, well, thank you for just being here. Good night.
We'll talk to you next week.